So we decided to do this video comparing the Tesla Model Y and the ID4 as owners of both of these cars. Not reviewers, we actually own both of these cars. The Tesla is a 2021 Model Y long range. The Volkswagen is a 2023 ID4 Pro S. Both of these cars are all-wheel drive.
Yes.
But that's about where the similarities stop.
Right.
These cars are nothing alike, in my opinion. They're just totally different cars. One of the things we talk about is build quality. Any issues on yours?
I've had no issues. Build
Okay.
quality, great build quality.
And I have to say on the Tesla, same thing. Haven't had any issues with the Tesla that's build quality related. So let's look at the size of these cars. They're in the same class pretty much, but are they the same size?
No, not at all.
Not
The
even
ID4 has way less room overall, less storage space, less just sitting space. There's plenty of room in the front seat, but boy, it can get really cramped in the back seat, and even the door openings are smaller.
To the point to where I can't hardly get in the ID4 back seat.
Right.
I'm a big guy, but it's pretty tough thing to do.
Yeah. Whereas in the Tesla, you get in fairly easily.
Yeah, Tesla's no problem. Comfort. Let's talk about comfort. The Tesla, one of the most comfortable seats in the auto industry.
I would give it the number one.
Yeah.
And I've owned a Mercedes before, and this is comfortable, but the seats in the Tesla just are the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in.
Right. But when you're driving the car down the road, you hit the little bumps and all of that stuff. Got to give it to the ID4.
Yeah.
Super smooth.
Yeah.
The Tesla is set up for more of a performance, I think, because you feel every little rut in the road.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So comfort overall goes to the ID4.
Yeah.
Tech and UI. Okay. Well, definitely that one goes to the Tesla.
Yes.
All of the videos you see about the ID4 user interface and all that. Now, I'm going to say it's not as bad as I expected it was going to be.
Right.
So it wasn't that bad.
It isn't, but there are a few things that when they come out with the actual buttons, that
Yeah.
will improve things a lot.
Right.
Because I don't know what it's called, the touch sensitive things, they're a little bit tricky and don't always work, and
Right.
just a little bit of a pain.
Yeah. The main thing I don't like about the UI on the ID4 is the trip planner. It's terrible. It doesn't tell you what you're going to arrive with
Yeah.
on state of charge. It's like, yeah, you're going to make it. No, you're not going to make it. And it may change its mind halfway through the trip, as we found out.
Yes, yeah, depending on,
When it says, oh, you're not going to make it,
Yeah.
we're going to send you to this charger, which we were going to anyway.
right, yeah.
So Tesla's UI on the trip planner especially is just great. I don't feel the need that I got to go out and pay for a better route planner. This is pretty much dead on. It has been since the last update.
Yeah,
So drivability,
great driving car. The ID4 is just great.
Yeah.
Very responsive, very tight turning radius, easy to drive.
yeah, I agree. The Tesla is more my style.
It is.
And that's what we're going to get to eventually is this car is perfect for her, this car is perfect for me.
Yes.
So the driving aids, lane keep assist and all of that stuff, you don't like the Tesla's autopilot or
I
the
do not.
FSD.
I do not. I don't trust it.
don't
I'm
either.
old-fashioned. If I want to drive, I want to drive. And really, the same issue with this car. Even though it doesn't have full self-driving, it does have lane assist and all, which I find actually kind of annoying because it's constantly telling me, I'm too close to the line or whatever. Well, I may be, but
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't bother me. Let me drive how I want to drive.
The thing on the Tesla that with the FSD, you're driving down a 4-lane, say, you feel the car is in the control. I mean, you really have to give it some oomph to pull it out, on this one. That one is more like, yeah, if you want the wheel, just take it. You know?
Yeah,
And Jesus, take the wheel. You know,
yeah.
just take
That
it.
part is better.
Yeah, yeah. So, charging, range anxiety on road trips and all of that stuff. Hands down, the winner on that is Tesla. There's no range anxiety. Our last trip we took to the beach this year, when we go again next year, there's 3 more superchargers that are
Yeah.
going to be open by then.
Yep.
And it was already a breeze. Now it's even more of a breeze.
Yes, because you know that they're going to work. When
Yeah.
you drive up to a Tesla charger, more often than not, I'm not saying that they never break down.
How many
but
times have we had problems?
Once?
One time.
Yeah.
One time in over 2 years visiting a supercharger. One of them didn't work. We just stepped it over to the next one. It was fine. So I would say 99.9% of the time, the Tesla is dead on.
Yes.
So hands down, the Tesla is the winner on that one.
Yeah.
The apps.
Well, I want to go back to charging for a minute.
Oh, you want to go back to charging? Okay, we're back on charging
I'm
now.
sorry.
Okay, let's go back to charging.
The EV charging system that the ID4, and I don't know all the technical terms, so correct me if I say anything wrong, but
Okay.
you can't trust like where you're going to charge. Will the chargers even work? Number one.
CCS.
Number two, if you're a girl or a guy with small hands, I guess it doesn't matter sex, but I'm
Yeah.
just going to tell you, for me, I find it very difficult to plug in the charger and then to unplug the charger in a lot of places. The cords are huge and heavy and awkward, and and then even with the adapter that we have, makes it a little bit difficult for me. So I've found the whole charging thing a little bit unnerving and slightly annoying.
But with the Tesla, how is it?
Easy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy. You just but for some reason on this, it catches, it doesn't want to unlock. If there's a problem with the Tesla, you simply push unlock charge port.
Yeah.
In here it's kind of like a game. Push the unlock button. I don't know, it's just for me, and it could just be me. I have a problem with it.
Yeah. Well, on our maiden voyage, well, not our maiden voyage, our first road trip with the ID4, we did run into an issue. ID4s don't precondition their battery. So it got really cold, and we went to this one Electrify America station over in East Tennessee. We were only getting 60 kilowatts an hour, and we were there for an hour to get the charge that we needed. The Tesla would have been 25 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And that's why we just say, okay, if we're going to do a road trip, it's going to be in the Tesla.
Yeah.
If all the local stuff and all that, ID4 is
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
So now we can go to the apps.
Sorry.
The apps. ID4, not that great.
No.
There's really not much you can do on it other than say stop charging. I think you can turn the climate
Yes,
on.
I did figure out you can turn the climate on.
Yeah, but other than that, it doesn't tell you much of any other information.
Yeah.
They got a long way to go. The Tesla, you can do just about anything. You can set your charge limit
Yep.
on there. I don't think you can on the ID4's app.
I don't.
You might be able to, though.
Yeah, we could be. We need to look at that.
Yeah, we
I
might
don't
want to
know.
look at that.
I don't know.
So don't hold us to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or tell us that you can, and then.
Yeah, we're open to suggestions. So the final thing is, why did we not buy another Tesla? Why did we go with the ID4? Which brings us to which one is the best bang for the buck. Well, at that time, the Tesla was about $15,000 more than the ID4. And there is not $15,000 difference in these two cars, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And that's why we felt, and we've watched reviews on the ID4, that the ID4 is the best bang for the buck. And I'm going to have to agree with that. You've got the massaging seats in the front. You've got, all this other stuff.
leather detailing. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
ambient lighting and all
Ambient
these
lighting.
things.
That was something we didn't talk about on this. That
the
wasn't
Tesla.
on the list.
I do want to say the Tesla. We had to put some ambient lighting
We had to-
underneath the dash.
Well, we put brighter floor well lights on it because you couldn't
Because-
see.
Yeah, it's pitch black in there. So
Yeah.
I mean, there could be anything in the floor and you wouldn't know it.
Right.
So this is very pretty. There's pretty stitching. I know he doesn't care about that, but I do, and there's probably some of you that do. It's a very pretty car, aesthetically pleasing.
It looks
quiet.
like a car.
Also, it has a shade that
Yeah,
will
oh,
move
big
over
deal.
the big sunroof,
Yes.
and you can adjust it half, full, whatever you want.
That's going to pay dividends in the summertime because
Yes, with a grandchild in the back seat all the time, you know.
Yeah. we're grandparents. Imagine that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bang for the buck definitely goes to the ID4.
Yes.
You know, Tesla, if they can, and also the federal tax credit.
Oh yeah.
We got it with this, probably wouldn't get it with this.
Yeah.
Because you have to get the 7-seater option, which the third row seat in the Model Y is a joke. So otherwise, that's going to wrap it up for us here.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just like, subscribe to us. We're not ones that's putting out a ton of videos. We only put out videos that we think is relevant
Mm-hmm.
and that we think, hey, we might want to share this. And this is one we wanted to share with you all, that there's a huge difference between the Tesla Model Y and the Volkswagen ID4. Not saying one is better than the other, but my preference is the Model Y. Her preference is the ID4.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know, chicken never goes to waste in our house. She loves the white meat and I like the dark meat. And that's where we are with cars.
That is true.
So you guys have a great day and thanks for watching.